This was almost 2 years ago, so my memory's a little fuzzy or all of the details. To set the scene, I was running a game I had only recently purchased. We had a small group of 3 players at the time, and none of us were familiar with the rules. I had decided this first campaign would be a learning experience, so I was learning how to adjudicate, and the players were learning how their characters work. I had left an open invitation for more players to join us at the gaming store at which we played. This is the regrettable story of someone taking us up on that offer. Shortly before we were going to start the night session, the table was approached by a young man fitting many of the negative stereotypes of nerd culture. Neckbeard, unkempt hair, large belly hanging out below his anime t-shirt, obvious bad social skills. I wanted to keep an open mind and be welcoming, so I accepted his offer to join us. We had some time before the session was supposed to start, and I figured that it shouldn't take too long to make a basic character. I told him that he could flesh out most of the details between the next session with me if it started to run over time. I explained the basics of the rules, and I helped him walk through the terminology of the game. I told him to focus on his concept, and I would help him create it within the agreed upon power limits of the game. I really don't remember what his character concept was exactly, but it was one of the most stereotypical anime badass rip-offs you could imagine. Long hair, trench coat, giant katana, probably one demon wing, bandages, glowing demon eyes, dual-wielding magnum handguns, dead family, evil brother, etc. He also wanted to have his character's girlfriend accompany him everywhere. He described this character as a really busty blonde, wearing tight leather dresses, fishnets, or something similar. I only remember him going into great detail about her body and her clothing, and specifically that she was a rich supermodel that was madly in love with him. His character was, obviously, irresistible to women, so his girlfriend had gotten used to sharing him. Between all of this, he obviously wasn't listening to anything I was trying to explain to him about creating this character. The conversation from my side went something like this. So, this is the abilities. They range from 1 to 3 on average, with a max of 5. But those would be very rare, and I'm not allowing that at character creation. Okay, it looks like you gave yourself a 5 in all of your abilities. They range between 1 to 3 at character creation. Okay, you still have a few 5s in there. The max is 3. So your skills are similar. They also range 1 through 3. Oh, okay, you gave yourself 5s in every skill. The max is 3, and you don't have enough points for this many skills. 3. The max is 3. You still have to change some of these 5s. Also, you need to remember that you're starting with a limited amount of points to buy everything, so let's try to limit what powers you have. No, you can't have this many powers at this level. No, they can't be 5s. No, you need to change some of your girlfriend's stats too. No, 1 to 3. She can't have 5s here. No, none. The range is 1 to 3. Maybe throw in a 2 or something and you'll have more points. This can't be a 5. Mid-sentence of my explanations, he would start marking numbers on his sheet, not knowing at all what he was marking. At times, when he would get up to buy a drink or use the bathroom, the group agreed that he gave off a weird vibe, didn't seem to be comprehending anything, and made everyone uncomfortable. After starting to run over a little into the session, we decided that his character was still not sufficiently finished to play with us that night, and that he would come back next week to finish creating this masterpiece. I normally would have suggested a new player just stay to watch, play an NPC, or play their unfinished character to a limited capacity, but all of us were kind of getting creeped out by his presence. After he left, none of us really felt like playing and called it for that week. Despite all of this, I was still willing to let him try at least one session with us next week, but he thankfully never showed up again.